Hello students, we are doing Consumer and Producer Surplus, section 6.2, very interesting application of area, one of the many. And number 2 says, suppose P equals 1.5x plus 8.9 represents the supply function for pizza. X is the number of pizzas and P is the price of a pizza. Find the producer surplus at a price of level of $20. Write the meaning. Sketch the graph and indicate the area that represents this is producer surplus. All right, so I am looking at this function here. P equals 1.5x plus 8.9, and this is an increasing function. I drew it. 0 to 7 is fine, but I did 0 to 10 and then 0 to 50, and I got this very slow rising supply curve. Okay, label pizzas, $1 per pizza. Now, domain is kind of tricky when you're talking about supply, because if you put 0 here, it's going to give you a negative X value, so it's going to be over in here, but you don't sell negative pizzas. So we are just going to have X is greater than or equal to 0 as our domain. Now notice before on the demand curve, it's on the other side. The demand curves, because it decreases, it always hits the x-axis at some point. So that's where we got that 6.34 right here, which shows that that graph will stop here because you're not going to have negative price, right? Your price can't be negative. So your demand curve is only in the first quadrant. Whereas the supply curve, it could just keep on going up and up and up and up forever. Okay. So we just say X is greater than or equal to 0 for supply. There's no bound to what the suppliers can supply. Well, probably is, but not in this problem. All right, and this is given. This producer surplus is the integral from 0 to x bar, and then it's p bar minus s of x. That's just a lot of stuff. So what we're going to do is, and it's asking about p bar is given to be $20 again. So at that price level, that is, here's 20, and I'm going to draw a horizontal line, and it hits my supply somewhere in there. That was not quite as straight as I wanted, but this is that ordered pair, x bar, p bar, and we're going to have to find the x bar. We have that p bar with a bar on top is 20. But now we need to find our x and the area we're talking about. And it's going to be, I do count off if you don't shade. I just really am trying to give you the idea that we're talking about area, which is a shaded region. And this is going to be your producer surplus in here. Okay. Producer PS is what's in there, producer surplus. And that's what we're going to calculate, that area. And notice that here's the price of 20, and there are producers who are willing to supply pizzas for less than $20, and that's their savings. All right, so here we go. Now let's do the computation. This one's a little bit harder with parentheses, so be careful. So for this, we need S of t. Now S of t is just this, the 1.5x plus 8.9. We're given that p bar is 20. And we need to find x bar, and all I did was plug the 20 in here, subtract 8.9, divide by 1.5, and I got 7 pizzas. All right, so my x bar, p bar up here is 7, 20. Here we go. Now, we've got our 7 pizzas. We got everything we need for this. We're going to integrate from 0 to 7. That's your x bar. 20 minus. Now here you want to remember these parentheses. That will mess you up if you forget those parentheses. You have to do 20 minus parenthesis 1.5x plus 8.9 parentheses. So you're taking the 20 and subtracting that equation here. And again, with the calculator, we can put this in here. We go to math. Down here, what was it, number 9? I should have a memo. Oh, that's derivative. I don't want that one. Integrate. And I'm going from 0 up to 7. Oops, I should type the 0. Up to 7. And we're going to put in, and I'm going to just put this in, they give you the first, these parentheses. So they're giving us these bracket parentheses. So now I'm just going to punch in 20 minus left parenthesis 1.5 x plus 8.9 parenthesis. And so that'll get my double parenthesis. This one's given. And then I've got to put a dx, and voila, 40.95. I wrote that down. Remember, the unit is pizza times dollar per pizza, which will give us dollars. So I'm going to come over here with the unit. This is going to be your multiplying your pizza times your dollars per pizza. And those cancel, giving dollars. And you know how I am about units, so make sure you get the right unit on here. $40.95 is the savings to producers who are willing to sell pizzas for less than $20. That's your sentence. All right, I'll be back for the last one.